World War I caused many political and economical instabilities in Germany because of the Versailles Treaty, which was extremely disliked. Hitler rose to power with the National Society, also known as the Nazi Party. This was around 1919. He became a chancellor in 1933. This meant that he was supreme leader. Hitler thought that the Germans were the supreme race and that the war was only way for them to gain living space. After a series of battles, Germany troops were able to infiltrate and accompany Paris. Britain Prime Minister Winston Churchill tried to convince the French that America would enter the war and come to their aid, but instead of military power, the U.S. only provided material aid. France falls to Germany.
This scene is used to represent Britain and France declaring war on Germany.
Poland was not only Hitler's target on his rampage, he invaded Norway, Denmark, in April of 1940. Germany warships enter major Norwegian ports, deploying thousands of troops and occupying Norway. When Germany invaded Denmark, King Christian surrendered immediately. From late 1939 to early 1941, Germany conquered much of Europe and formed the Axis alliance with the Italians and the Japanese. Germany targeted Britain next. The Battle of Britain took around 3.5 months. It seemed like Britain would hold off and win, but Britain's superior air force held off and took over. At the beginning of the war, the Soviet Union had a non-aggressive pact with the Nazi Germany. Hitler, however, in his charge for world domination, ordered his army to invade Soviet Union. His army made it as far as Stalingrad before they settled due to harsh winter.
After suffering from diminishing resources and harsh winter, German troops at Stalingrad became vulnerable. The Soviets were able to make their move and proceeded to surround the Germans and bombarded them. German forces were finally forced to surrender. At this point, Nazi Germany was conducted a two-front war that could not win.
All of these invasion scenes are to emphasize how many countries Hitler tried to conquer. Hitler showed no empathy after killing people, as shown in this video. He was a man of brutality. This brutality is also seen in his terrible treatment of the Jewish people, gypsies, and homosexuals, also known as the Holocaust. This tragedy resulted in over 6 million deaths of Jews alone. On December 7, 1941, Pearl Harbor was attacked by the Japanese on a surprise attack. Many soldiers lost their lives in this attack. The next day, America declared war on Japan, and Germany declared war on America. This brought the U.S. into World War II.
Starting a campaign to conquer the Western Pacific, Japan captures the Philippines and Burma.
In October of 1944, American forces defeat Japan's navy near the Philippines. This was known as the Battle of Leyte Gulf, and it was one of the largest naval battles in World War II. There were many bloody battles in World War II which killed over 60 million people compared to World War I, where 38 million died.
Due to Mussolini losing power and Face's government collapsing in July, Pietro Badoglio, the man who assumed power of Italy, surrenders and allowed Allied forces to beat back Germans up the peninsula. On the infamous day known as D-Day, Allied troops landed in Normandy and began an invasion to regain France. It was the largest amphibious military assault in history. The Allies were able to liberate France. U.S. and Soviet Union fought their way to Berlin and took it over. Germany surrenders, ending World War II in Europe. Faced with the possibility of losing hundreds and thousands of Americans in the war with Japan, the U.S. decides to drop atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Japan signed surrender agreement, ending World War II.